Hello everyone, this is my third video report as part of the Beta Career Program. Every day, I perform daily SKU activation tasks. Once a week, I conduct a comprehensive analysis for assortment committee. I talked about these two directions in my previous videos. Today, I want to show the third part of my work, the analytical report of top SKUs, a detailed analysis of products that sells especially well in Astana, but are missing in Karagan. I will also show how I whiz my SQL script and step-by-step Excel filtering to define the product introduction priorities. At the beginning of the week, I sent the demand file to the category managers and regional leads in Karagan. To make an accurate comparison, I combined the entire Astana assortment into a single Excel file and exported all product details, hierarchy, categories, subcategories, status, trademarks, and brands from the table Datamark nomenclature in the Beaver. I also add a column called Power SKU to make the products that show consistently high sale. To identify which products belong to Power SKUs, I created the SKU script, which combined data from several sources. First, in the tick nomenclature block, I collected all SKU attributes from Datamark props and joined the tick machine table so that each SKU would link to its city and warehouse. These steps help to understand where exactly each product is sold. Then, I used to construct the team's sales table. It contained all online sales and calculated the total sales amount and quantity for each SKU. After that, I add the constructed team's return table, which contains customer returns. By applying a full out join, I combine sales and returns to get the net result for each SKU. The former class shows the real revenue after deducting returns, and a similar formula for quantity gives the net number of units sold. Finally, I grouped the data by months and the region using the date par, months, period, and calculated the totals for each SKU, month, city, sales amount, unit sold, and unique customers. These results helped me to clearly identify the power SKUs, the most profitable and stable products. After running the script, I got a list of top SKUs in Astana. Then I divided all the SKUs into two groups. Those that belong to power and those that don't. For the ones outside power, I added a note in the priority column saying not for action. Next, I kept only power SKUs from Astana and filtered the rows where the status in Karagan is active. On another list, I list all the brands that are already active in Karagan. Then I created a new column to show whether this brand exists in Karagan. If yes, I mark 1. If no, I mark 0. I add another column to check whether there is an active demand for the item. If there were multiple active demands in Karaganda, it means there is an alternative. I mark 1. If no alternatives, is 0. The most important filter combination was K column is equal to 0, S column is not equal to active, and Y column is equal to 0, AT column in power. Let me explain each part. If K column is equal to 0, means there's no such brand in Karaganda, the product is absent in the region. S column is not active, the item is not active, it's not being sold. Y column is equal to 0 means there's no alternative in demand, the product is unique. AT column in power shows that the item is a top selling SKU in Astana. When all 4 conditions are true, it means that Karaganda completely lacks a strong product that performs very well in Astana and has no replacement in the region. I commented these positions as critical to introduce in the priority column because they show excellent sales in Astana and are highly likely to be in demand in Karaganda as well. Without these products, the region could lose sales and customers. After that, I removed the filters and analyzed other combinations. If key equal to 0, S is not equal to active, and Y equal to 0, and the product is in power, I mark it as a high priority to introduce because there is no alternatives and no brand in the region. If there is an active demand and the brand exists in Karaganda, but the item is in power, it is a medium priority. If there is both an alternative and an active brand, it is a low priority, meaning the immediate activation is needed. I added comments for each category in the priority column, so manager could clearly see why each SKU was assigned a specific priority. After finishing the filtering and analysis, I prepared the final file and sent it to category managers and regional leads in Karaganda for review and feedback. Together, we'll decide which product to activate first. I also update the assortment database using SQL for that. I wrote a small script in the Beaver based on data nomenclature and selected only the columns I needed for the latest date. Thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting and useful. See you soon.